Imagine a killer so bold that instead of hiding in the shadows, he taunted the police, mocked the press, and played games with the public. A murderer who sent coded messages, promising that if his puzzles were not printed in the newspapers, he would kill again. This was not just a criminal. This was the Zodiac Killer. And more than 50 years later, his true identity remains one of America's most chilling unsolved mysteries. It all began on a cold December night in 1968. Two teenagers, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, were parked on Lake Herman Road in Benicia, California. It was supposed to be an ordinary date night, but it turned into horror. A gunman approached their car. Within minutes, David was shot in the head. Betty Lou ran for her life, but bullets struck her 5 times in the back. No witnesses, no evidence, just 2 lifeless bodies and the start of a reign of terror. 7 months later, another young couple, Darlene Ferrand and Michael Mago, were ambushed in Vallejo. Michael survived, but Darlene did not. Soon after, the local newspapers began receiving strange letters. The writer claimed responsibility for the murders, but these weren't ordinary confessions. They contained strange symbols, bizarre ciphers, and threats. One letter read, "I like killing people because it's so much fun." The killer signed his letters with a circle, crossed by a line through it, a symbol that would become infamous. He called himself the Zodiac. The Zodiac wasn't finished. In September 1969, at Lake Berryessa, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a quiet picnic by the water. A man in a hood approached them, his face covered, his chest marked with a zodiac symbol. He tied them up and, without hesitation, stabbed them multiple times. Cecilia would later die from her wounds. Then, in October of the same year, a San Francisco cab driver, Paul Stein, was shot in the head by a passenger. This time, the Zodiac left behind evidence, fingerprints, a bloody piece of the victim's shirt, and witnesses who saw him walk away. Yet, even with this, police couldn't catch him. The Zodiac wasn't just killing, he was performing. He craved attention. He sent dozens of letters, mocking detectives, threatening school buses full of children, and daring the world to crack his puzzles. One of his ciphers, the 340 cipher, remained unsolved for more than 50 years. It wasn't until 2020 that a team of code breakers finally cracked it. The decoded message revealed chilling words. "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me." He was still laughing at us, even decades later. Over the years, hundreds of suspects have been investigated. One man, Arthur Leigh Allen, became the prime suspect. He matched the description, owned weapons, and had disturbing behavior. But DNA tests and handwriting comparisons never confirmed him as a Zodiac. Other suspects, like Richard Gaikowski and Lawrence Kane, have been discussed, but none proven. The truth? The Zodiac slipped through the cracks of history, leaving behind more questions and answers. Between 1968 and 1970, the Zodiac claimed responsibility for 37 murders, though only 7 have been officially confirmed. His ciphers, his letters, his crimes, all of them left scars on California, and an unsolved riddle in American history. Who was the Zodiac Killer? A brilliant mastermind? A disturbed loner? Or someone still walking free today? Perhaps the scariest part is knowing he may have been watching all along.